Katyayana Patanjalibhya Shabda Vidya Sampradaya Katrabhyo Vanshadibhyo Paramashibhyo Mahibhyo Rubhya. Let us do one thing. Today I will do say Chintana, because this is for quick this thing. For Chintana there is not much, but Asandehartham Vyākaraṇam. So Sthoraprashidhim Anadvahim, Anadvahi means cow. Anadvan is ox. Anadvahi is cow. So Anadvahim Arabheta. There Stholani Prashanti Yasyasa Parapada Prakriti Swaratvam Bahurihi. Stholani Cha Tani Prashanti. Then Tatpurusha, then it will become Antodatta. That is the difference. Tam na Vyākaraṇah Shaknoti. Whether it is Bahuri Samasa or Tatpurusha Samasa, how would a non-Vyākaraṇa, that means who didn't learn Vyākaranam, how would he know? That is the thing. Tasmat Adhyayam Vyākaranam. This is what is called Imani Bhuya Shabdanushāsanasya Prayojanani. Bhuyaha means Punaha also. Why are you separating? Why are you doing two vargas? You can just say club these things also with the earlier Rakshohagama Advasandeha Prayojanam, you said. After Prayojanam, you can go on adding all these things. That means these are Anushangika Prayojanani. Anushangika means secondary. So primary, secondary. In the world also, you say this is more important, and the rest of the things are Anushangika or this thing secondary in English. Okay. So now he has given the first one word or two words of the mantra or shloka, whatever it will be, you will come to know. And then he started. So first thing is what he said. Not Lagvartham. This is Halayo Halayati Korvanta Paramago.
Till that we did Halayo Halaya.
No, Halayo Halaya. There what happens? Yes. Tesraha. First one is Tesraha. This sentence is taken from which Veda? In the commentators were not in a position to just look at it. So it may be some Veda which were available to Patanjali, not for us. So Te Asuraha Helayaha Helayaha iti kurvantaha. While saying Helayaha Helayaha, those Asuras were Parabhabhuvuhu. They were insulted. That means they were heckled by Devas. Why? Means here two or three explanations are there. Those Hai He Prayoge Hai Hayoho. It is a Pāṇini Sutram. When you use Hai and He Rama, Hai, there you have to use Plata. Once you use Plata, then another Sutram is there. Prata Pragrihya Achinityam. Pragrihi Samajna is given to some words using those Pragrihya Shabdas. Okay, or Plata. With Plata, wherever Plata is there, Achi, when followed by Ach, Nityam. Nityam Prakriti Bhavena Sihu. Isn't it? And also one more thing is, even with Dirgha, you may do a Sandhi. Parvati iti, Parvati iti. But with Plata, when there are three matra, Parvati, then how can you make Sandhi? So Prakriti Bhava will be there. So there, here they are supposed to say He Alayaha, He Alayaha. That is one mistake. Second thing is He Arayaha, Arayaha, it should be there. They said Alayaha, Alayaha. Okay, that is mispronunciation in terms of Varna dosha. That is second one. Third one is Nityavipsayoho, one sotram is there in the Virutta Prakaranam. Pāṇini says a Shabda will easily duplicated. Virucharan, saying twice. If there is Sappa, 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 in all languages it is there. Actually, what you are learning is not one language. Although you do not have the knowledge of other languages, you will simply say, this is there in that language also. Nobody will contradict me because, oh my God. So this is common in any language. Yes, next. Don't you say? Which is careful, like that. So here, word only is to be pronounced again. Here, He Alayaha is a sentence. Sentence is Virukti, reduplication of sentence. So that is another mistake. So anything you take, because there are some discussions later on you can see when you learn Tathita Virukti Prakarana, etc. Therefore, Helayaha iti kurvantah parabhuvuhu tasmat brahmanena namlichitavai. Here what he says is, see, this is an arthavada. What is arthavada? Arthavada is any sentence or sentences of commendation or condemnation, stuti or ninda. If the sentences are of commendation, stuti, then it will be just connected with the vidhivakyam. Why this arthavada? To create an urge in the mind of the person to do something, because vidhi. Stutyarthavada. Nindarthavada is there. I will give examples from Veda, Mimamsa. Just it is in Arthavada Adhikarana is there from Mimamsa. I will just explain. Okay. So there what happens, Nindarthavada, you just say something, this is bad, that is bad, like that. So that you are generating a nudge in the mind of the person not to do something. Is it also vidhi? Stutyarthavada is for vidhi. Nindarthavada is for nishedha. Only two sentences you have in the word. One is vidhi, the other is nishedha. No third category. Forget about it. Bring any sentence from any literature. No problem. You can put it under either this or that. If at all you want to treat nishedha also as a vidhi, that means if you want to call nishedha vidhi, then there is only one sentence. This is for clarity only. Vidhi nishedha we are saying. Take a Ramayana. Just what is happening? Prabhu Samhito Vedaha. We have already discussed. Mitra Samhitam Puranam, Kavyam Kanta Samhitam. So the same message that is there in Veda, which is just like a king's order, is with some references, stories, etc., is made palatable to the friend Mitra Samhitam in a Purana. The same thing, the same Upadesha, Dharmartha Kama Moksha, whatever it is, in a Kavya with 18 Mahābhāṣyam, 18 Varnanas will be there. In a Laghu Kavya, Khanda Kavya it is called generally, like Meghasandesham, less number of Varnanas will be there. The Varnanas will be of the Raja, Vadar Varnanam, Ratri Varnanam, whatever it is, all the Varnanas will be there. So through these Varnanas are what are there? Just Arthavadas only. Nobody while teaching Ramayana or Kavyam would say these are called Arthavadas, because he doesn't have the knowledge of Mimamsa. So these are Arthasya Vadaha Arthavadaha. Arthasya, whatever meaning is there, Artha may be Vidhi or Ninda. So tam Vidhim atava tam Nindam va Vadantiti, that means they are just encouraging or discouraging. So commendation is Stuti, condemnation is. So whatever when Ramayana, for example, you take a Kavyam, there Rama Stuti will be there. Rama was what you are Tapasvādhyāyī naratam tapasvī vāgvedāṃ varatnāradam paripapracha. Konvasmin sampratam loke. Who is in the world as Viryavan, Dharmavan, etc., etc. All those things, who is he? Sri Rama. All these Visheshnas, that is qualifiers, are nothing but praising Rama. So they are Arthavadas. In fact, completely, there may not be all of them afterward. There may be certain things which he has been having, he does possess. Okay. So what happens is, these Varnanas are descriptions in the Kavyas are called Arthavadas. They are meant to create energy in the mind of the person to do something or not to do something, to abstain from doing something. Is it clear? So when you are, there is one more important issue. How to teach Ramayana and Bharata, for example. These people, what is Ramayana? Veda Pracheta Sadasit Sakshat Ramayana. It is Veda only. Whatever is said in Veda, that is said in Ramayana. Panchamo Vedaha, Bharatam is also the same. In Ramayana, what? Purvamimamsa says, Nahi Ninda Nyaya, one Nyaya is there. Nahi Ninda Nyaya. It's a name. Nyaya means norm. Norm means it is not understood, because if you say where is the village municip's house, just opposite to president's house. And where is the president's house in this village? Quite opposite to municip's village. Municip's house. Will you ever get the meaning? Municip's house is opposite to president's house. President's house is opposite to municip's house. Will you ever get the meaning? So it is something like better confused. Interview, when you are going to interview, the first sutram is I have given to some people who came to me how to tackle an interview. Note down number 1, better confuse. Confuse the members of the committee. Okay, like that. So here it is clear. Nahininda Nyaya. Otherwise, note down that Nahininda Nyaya. Sumitra, it is useful. Nahi, Ninda, Nindyam, Ninditum, Prayujyate. Nahi Ninda, Nindyam, Ninditum, Prayujyate. Kim tarhi, Prashna. Ninditat itarat prashamsitum. Ninditat itarat prashamsitum. Full stop. Tatra na ninditasya ninda gamyate किंतु इतरस्य विधिः शाबरभाष्यम पूर्वमीमांसा second अध्याय. Exact number I will give you in the next class. Shabarabhashyam Purvamimamsa. This whatever you have written is called Nyaya Shariram. The body of Nyaya. Nyaya Shariram it is called. If somebody asks you what is Nyaya Shariram, then you have to give the entire text. Just I will read out. Nahi Ninda Nindyatam Nindyam Ninditum Prayujyate Kintarhi Ninditat Itarasya Ninditat Itarato Prashansitum Tatra na Ninditasya Nindagamyate Kintu Itarasya Vidhi. This is the copy. Okay. So what he says is, while interpreting Ramayana, etc., you are giving a lecture on Ramayana. You take up the verses which are there that are condemning the Ravana's acts or his behavior, whatever it is. Then what happens? Automatically your mind will be filled with dvesha against Ravana. Mind is polluted. This is Veda, Ramayana is Veda. Through learning Veda, you are getting dvesha. Whether it is against Ravana or someone else, it's okay. Context. Can you call it Veda? They are different. Then what? So this Nyaya says, Purvamimamsa, this Nahininda Nyaya says, Ravanasya Nindayaha Tatparyam Ramastutau. Ravanasya, okay, Ninda is there. Tasya Tatparyam Kim? Ramastutau. So through Ravana Ninda, you are commending, you are praising Rama. See how beautiful this is. That's why it is called Vakya Shastram. You cannot take the Vakyam and just interpret like that. No. Tatparyam means you already know. Tatu Vakyarthaha tasmin paraha asaktaha tatparaha tesham bhavaha tatparyam. You have written earlier, it seems. So, what is Tatparyam? Take a sentence. Someone said, you consume poison but do not have food in his house. We already discussed. He said, you consume poison. In English, if you say better consume poison rather than having food in his house. What does it mean? Vachyartha you take. You consume poison. Potassium cyanide and sodium cyanide is somehow you got it and you just has eaten cyanide. Now, what is the meaning of second sentence? Never have food in his house. You are not alive. Whether to have or not to have food in his house doesn't arise at all because you are already dead. Therefore, you should not take Vachyartha. What you have to take is Tatparyartha. What is the Tatparyam? Never take food in his house. Isn't it? Another popular usage, Sumitra is writing now, right? Another one by Bhartrihari Vakyavadiyam.
I got a question. You said about Tatparyartha. What is Bhavartha? Bhavartha?
Bhava is also the same.
Same only.
Itasya bhavaha, they say. Isn't it? But
yeah.
Slight difference is waterline is very, very thin. You know waterline? What is that?
A very minute difference. If you
Where is it?
I don't know, but I've read it in novels that there is a very, very thin line between friendship and love and something like that.
Here you will get everything. Whatever is there in novels, Ramayana, Vyākaraṇa. See, Sharma, if you take a 500 note, for example, just put it like this, against light, then you will find this waterline. So people, when they look like this, they are supposed to check whether the waterline is clearly there or not. That is called waterline, separating. Generally, people do not use this in while taping. I only use this. So the waterline is very thin. So Bhava and Tatparyam. For Tatparyam, general example that is given by Bhartrihari in Vakyavadiyam is Kakebhyo Dasirakshyatam. The mother has given a stick to a child, just 5 or 6 years. What does it mean? Why to say child? He is not trained like this in Shastras. So he cannot just go on thinking deep and understanding the meaning, etc. So given a stick and said, protect the curd from crows. Now a dog has come, devotee has come to visit. A pig has come, that is a village. Birds are also just hovering, just moving like this. There may be any kind of agent that is going to spoil the curd. But mother said only, she said crows, kaka, kakebhyaha. She did not say dogs, pigs, etc. All these lists she did not provide it. Whether this boy would protect the curd from a dog or pig or not is the question. Sharma, what would he do? In MA class, I was asking this question to the students. Some kids, no.
He will protect from everybody and accept the kaka.
How?
Because he gave the exact detail, proper instructions that this is what.
No, exact proper review them. Father said they protect the curd from crows. This much only, no more, no less. Sumitra, how will you understand whether the boy would protect the curd from other agents than crows like pig, dog, etc. or not? This question is clear.
Yeah, it's clear. If he is matured enough, he will protect from everything.
Don't do, otherwise don't add any kind of these things. Whether
only from crows.
Only from crows. So if the dog comes and consumes the curd, he would just this is not a curd.
No, he will not.
Would he do that? He wouldn't do. He would protect from any agent that is going to spoil the curd. Because his pratibha is there in his mind. No. Pratibha that is inherited through abhyasa is there in his mind. So and he understands what is the intention or tatparyam or vivakshitartha of his mother. So, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Braja, when you take up Bhagavad Gita for interpretation, after learning Mahābhāṣyam, Mīmāsa and all these things, you will totally a different interpretation you are going to offer to people, which will be attractive. Sarvadharman Parityajya. What about adharmas? Give up all the dharmas. Shri Krishna tells Arjuna. What about adharmas? Then Shankaracharya in his Bhāṣyam says, dharman means adharmas also. Then question, how can you say? Then he says, Naishkarmyasya vivakshitatvat. Vivakshitartha, the meaning that is desired to be transformed is Naishkarmya, Nishkarma, no karma at all. So when dharma, there is a karma, punya karma. For adharma, there is a papa karma. Otherwise, what happens? You go on performing adharma karyas, but only dharma karyas give up. That is, at the end of the day, people will understand like that. Isn't it? Therefore, what Sri Krishna says is, neither dharma nor adharma. Recently, there was in BVP some discussion was going on, which is the best English translation. Actually, translating into English itself is there. If you want, I have also translated the Bhagavad Gita into English and Telugu. I have did it.
Oh.
But what happens is, suppose Shankaracharya gives Bhāṣyam like that. Where is the origin? Because since you are discussing the meaning of a sentence, you have to Vakya Shastram, you have to go to Vakya Shastram. What Vakya Shastram says? Athato dharma jignasa, atha vedadhyayananantaram. Ataha, from this Purva-mīmāsa Shastram, dharma jignasa. You should have a desire to know what is dharma. Clear? Athato dharma jignasa is the first sutram. Athato brahma jignasa is in Vedanta. So, Athato Dharma Jignasa is the first sutram of Purva-mīmāsa. Then Shabraswami says,
So in Sarvadharman and the example which you gave for the agent and protect the curd, both are related because in both the case the pratibha is there. If anybody says
Vivakshitartha you have to take exactly. What is the Vivakshitartha of the mother? Any agent that is going to be, that is going to disturb the curd should be arrested. Earlier in the sentence, what happens? I am not asking you to consume poison. Visham bhukshva machasya gruhe bhuktaha. Sumitra, that also you note down. Visham bhukshva machasya gruhe bhuktaha. So there in Athato Dharma Jignasa under that sutram, Shabraswami was saying, so Dharma Jignasa only, Shankaracharya says, Adharma Jignasa also. Because when you know Dharma, you should know Adharma also. Anyway, Shabraswami refers to Abhichara Homas are there in Atharva Veda. We are going to read that also again from Siksha. Here also it is there. Dushta Shabda Svarato, next one is there. So Abhichara Homa you are doing against enemies. So would Purva-mīmāsa say that Abhichara Homas can be Dharma and they can be performed? No. Shabraswami explained, if at all you want to crush your enemy, there are mantras in Atharva Veda called Abhichara mantras. Abhichara means Himsa. Yoman Veshti Yancha Vayan Vishmaha, etc. etc. These mantras are available in Yajurveda also, of course. Most of the mantras in Atharvaveda are borrowed from Yajurveda and Yajurveda. Leave it. So now what you are saying is, here, why all this has come? Arthavada. So Nindarthavada has got its tatparyam or purport or import into the stuti of the person concerned. Similarly, when you are teaching Mahabharata, beforehand you have to tell the audience, here in Mahabharata there will be commendation of Dharmaraja and others, and also condemnation of Duryodhana, Dushasana and others. Although there is condemnation of Duryodhana and others, do not take it as the final this thing as Ninda, because you will get your minds polluted by a dvesha against Dushasana, Duryodhana, Dushasana and so on. But that has got its tatparyam purport in the stuti of Dharmaraja, Bhema, Bhemasena, Nakula, all those. Did you hear or see in any book like Ramayana, Mahabharata to studies like this? People did not learn Vyākaraṇa, did not learn Yoganuṣāsanam, did not study Mahabharata. Even now, you don't have scholars. Someone from Kerala asked me, want to conduct some seminar on Purvamimamsa. I said, take first these 20 topics. But before that, tell me, where are the scholars? Whom would you like to invite for on Mimamsa? There are no scholars. And if at all, some people, one or two people are saying that is very fundamentals. They do not quote a sutra. Unfortunately, before you came, I was discussing with Sharma. So, when you say a padam is given, then immediately you have to say, this is the prakriti, this is the pratyaya. Ram kridayam is the dhatu, adhikarane ghai, akartaricha karake samjnayam is the Pāṇini sutra, so ghai. Ramante asmin yoginaha iti ramaha. Like that you have to say. So about Bharatam, in BVP someone asked, no, Bhayam Rataha Bharataha, etc. Then I gave him this thing, no. Then some lady, Lakshmi Shyamala, telephoned me and said, when I was teaching like this, one of our colleagues said, Subrahmanya has given a different thing. You are wrong. It is not Bhayam Rataha. Bharataha Yodharaha Asmin Sangrame iti Bharata. The work which is describing that Sangrama is also Upacharat Bharatam. What is Upachara? You see, there is someone selling vegetables. For example, say Vartakam. Vartakam, you know, brinjal. Sanskritam Vartakam. Isn't it? So, which one is easy to know? Tomato. Someone is selling tomato on the road, they say, tomato, tomato, tomato. Then how will you call him? Tomato, come here. What do you mean actually? Huh? What do you mean? His name is Tomato now. Otherwise, Bangaladampai called those this thing, cabbage, come here. He is not cabbage, he is selling cabbage. But since you do not know his name, he is not angry, he is not annoyed because you do not know his name. And how to call him? By the very vegetable which he is selling, by that only. Hey Otto, would you come? And then he was not talking. Hey, you are talking to Otto. How can I respond? So he said, oh, okay, Otto wala. Since you do not
even if you say excuse, even if you call without Otto, they will not listen. They also want to listen in Otto only.
That is another problem. Yes, we have so many problems. Actually, one is full of problems. Where is Sukham? Dukkha bhava, absence of dukkha, is taken as Sukham, unfortunately. Sumitra, you ask anyone, do you have Sukham? He says, yes, I have. What you have is absence of dukkha, not Sukham itself. What is this Sukham? That means, actually, you do not know the meaning of Sukham and dukkha.
That was one of the questions when I was studying Vedanta. It was like Sukham is not absence of the Dukkham. It is the Sukham is all different and so Dukkham is different. Both are connected. It seems like connected, but they are different.
People are under Bhranti, hallucination, Brahma only they are living. So if they come to you, then they will ask you, who is your Guru? Then you will name me. Then they say, oh, I have this name. Thank you, I will meet you again. So if you are walking on that road or going there, people will go by another way. Hey, Dukkham is coming, Sukham is coming. So simply say. All these things would happen. So what happens is people simply do not. So anukulataya vedaniyam sukham, pratikulataya vedaniyam dukkham is in Tarka Sangraha. Nyaya Darshan. I told you, pure Vyākaraṇam you cannot study. With me, at least. How other people teach you and namaskar to them. So now we have to continue with. So, Mlecha Mahūme Chedhyayam Vyākaraṇa. Brahmanena nam Mlechitavai. Its meaning is given, Nāpabhāṣitavai. So, Mlechanam is nothing but Apabhāṣanam. Speaking wrongly. Wrongly means not in accordance with Vyākaraṇam. So, Vyākaraṇam does not accept this kind of usage. Therefore, in order to see, Mlecha Mahūme Chedhyayam Vyākaraṇam. So, let us not become Mlechas. Who are Mlechas? We are Aryas. They are Mlechas. Students are laughing. Oh, why do you say like that? I can't help it. You ask all of them to speak in Sanskrit. They also may become Aryas. So if they speak their all languages, what is someone from a telephone from Tamil Nadu. He said, my name is Annamalai. What should I do? Okay, Baba, people have got names, different names. Okay, so what should I do? Then he said, I want to know the meaning of Samanadhikaraniyam. Then where did you get my number? On internet, everybody knows what is this, something like that. Okay, Shubham Bhuya. Samana, Adhikaranam, Vibhakti, etc. Nelam, Utpalam, for example, Nilotpalam, like that. I do not know Sanskrit, how to understand. You can never understand if you do not know Sanskrit. Actually, there is one, what are you doing? Divya Prabandha doing PhD. Shubham Bhuyat. I know Divya Prabandha, you are referring to that, who is that Dhanurmasa, that Divya Prabandha Dhanurmasa, who is that lady, Devata? Dhanurmasa, Sri Krishna, she gives a garland to
Andal.
Anda.
Andal.
That is also called Divya Prabandha. Some people call Bhagavatam Divya Prabandha, what to do. So I said, you can never understand. No. Before Vedas have come, there is a reason. Sure. Vedas have emanated from so and so Brahman. Before Vedas, there was nothing. Now you come to me. Or in Divya Prabandha, change the plate. In Divya Prabandha, the gist of all Vedas is given. Shubham Bhuyat. Know what more you want. If I want to understand how, you should learn Sanskritam. I was called to Tanjavur Tamil University some time ago, some 20 years ago. What should I do? The professor came to our university. Sir, our people, Tamilians, are deadly against Hindi. Maybe there is some problem. They are not only Hindi, but they are also against Sanskritam. You have to convince them that Sanskritam is useful, it is not using that thing. I said, done. Please come. So I went. And they are school teachers, college lecturers, refresher course, something like some course. Yes, tell me. Then I go the deciding factors of meaning. How to decide the meaning. Hari, the Shabda has got 14 to 15 meanings. How to decide. These are applicable to all languages. In your language also, you may have some words which have got 2 or more meanings. How to do, etc. Towards the end of the lecture, they said, sir, we want more lectures. I am allotted 1 lecture. Then they went rushed to the director and said, we want more lectures by this thing. Then he came and said, sir, done. What? Now they are convinced. They are not properly, they are not taught properly. That's why they have such conditions. Otherwise, no enmity. So one of the members, Raghavan, is asking me, sir, please see that the people are corrected, don't leave them like that. So I have started for correction only the Shiksha course. Why should I don't have Tamiliana, North Indiana, Kannadiga, Telugu. What is this? That is your cup of tea. I want students who want to learn. That's all. Okay. So where are we? So this Vyākaraṇa. So He Suraha. So this is over. Is it clear now? The paragraph you can understand.
Yeah.
Then he comes Dushta Shabdaha. This is actually Mantrohina Sarato Varnatova. It is there in Shiksha Pāṇini Shiksha. Here Pāṇini, Patanjali, what he did, instead of mantra, better let us put Shabda. Mantrohina Sarato Varnatova. He said. So Dushta Shabdaha Sarato Varnatova, he slightly changed it. This shall I give quickly? The meaning you already know in Shiksha, you have learned.
Sure.
one asura wanted to perform a yaga to get a son who can kill Indra, because Indra killed his son. In that mantra, the Purohita, Indrasya Shatruhu, Indra Shatruhu, okay, Antodatta, Adhidatta he has to pronounce, Antodatta he pronounce. What happens? Indrasya Shatayita is not the meaning. Indraha Shatayita, who is going to be killed by Indra, Bahuri Samasa, he pronounced. So what happened? Indra was his Shatru, Shatayita. Shatayita means killer. Do you know Mr. Kilmore? Do you know? His job is simply he goes on killing more people. There he doesn't have any other job. In Jati and Nitya, I was telling people about this Kilmore. Because in menus for crops you have grow more. There you have grow more. Here you have kill more. What is your objection? Okay. So during Vyākaraṇa class, nobody laughs. It is very serious. Nirasa. Yes, the Shabda, like that. But make it palatable. So now Dushta Shabda, Sarato, Varnato, either from Swara or mispronunciation of a Varna. Mithya Prayuktaha, Natamarthamaha. Mithya Prayuktaha, it is employed in vain, Vatha. Tamartham, intended meaning, Na'aha. It doesn't express, it doesn't denote the meaning that is intended by the speaker. Savadvajraha, further what happens? It will boomerang. You know boomerang? If you use that like this, it will rain comes hits you. That is. So, Savadvajraha, that vak itself, Shabda itself, becomes Vajrayudha. Yajamanam hinasti. Actually, it has to kill the enemy. But the Yajamana, but the mantra is pronounced by Brahma, that Purohita. How come you say Yajamanam hinasti? That's why the Purohita says, say Mama. Mamo Pata Durtakshaya Dvara, say Mama. Mama means mine. So the result should reach the Yajamana. Isn't it? So whether it is pronounced by the Purohita or directly with knowledge of Veda pronounced by Yajamana, if you know the Puja Vidhana mantras, you do not invite any Purohita. No amantranam of Purohita. You simply start yourself will do. Isn't it? So, Savadvajraha, Savak Vajri Bhutva. The vak itself becomes Vajrayudha and Yajamanam hinasti. It is hitting the Yajamana. Yathendra Shatru Swarato Paradhat. Do you have example? Yes, in Krishna Yajurveda and Shatapatha Brahmana, you find this example. Swahendra Shatrarvathasva. There, Indra Shatruhu is wrongly pronounced Antodate Prayoktavye Ajyudattaha Prayuktaha. That is the mistake committed by Purohita, that Brahma. Okay. So what happens? The Vajrayudha killed this person. Yajamana is killed. Therefore, Dushta Shabdaha Svarato Vannato Va Mithya Prayukto Natamarthamaha Savad Vajro Yajamanam Hinasti Yathendra Shatru Svarato Paradhat. So this complete, this is taken from Shiksha. Dushtan Shabdan Ma Prayukshmahiti Ma Prayunjmahiti. Prayunjmahiti will be Prayukshmahiti Adhyayam Vyākaraṇam. So let us not employ Dushta Shabdas. For that reason, we have to study Vyākaraṇam so that you would know the Samasa, Sandhis, etc. And you would know the Swara as well, because Swara is there in Sanskritam per se. Most of the people do not know this. They think in Vedas there is Swara, outside there is no Swara. Nothing doing. There is no Adharana. They do not love, they do not respect Swara in Laukika Shabdas, whereas in Vedic Shabdas, Swara is taken as very, very important. Okay, so two prayojanas you have discussed. The third one is Yadadhetam. Shall we do it in next class? Huh? Because already 9:40 it is. Any doubts, Sumitra, in the LA class, etc.? The things are clear?
Yeah.
On the you said that the Tatparyam for the Mahabharata, Ramayana and Vedas need to be understood more instead of the literal meaning or something. So, right? And in the Vedas, there are mantras which will do anishta to the other person. First question is why there. Yeah. First question is why there are such mantras. Second, why people will use it, and third, why Vedas will have provided this one.
So in order to protect yourself from Shatru, he is creating trouble to you. So can you achieve a dharma moksha peacefully?
But if somebody is if somebody is beating me, probably the person is mad, or I am the bad, or I don't have a yukti to tackle that problem. So I'm saying that like a Chanakya, he was also a Brahmana, but he did change the whole satta altogether with the yukti or with the buddhi. So similarly, buddhi can be given to the person in the Vedas instead of the atheist.
Sumitra, note down one verse from Mahabharata. Yo yatha vartate yasmin tasminnevam pravartayan next pada tasminnevam pravartayan nadharman samavapnoti nacha shreyascha vindati यो यथा वर्तते यस्मिन् तस्मिन् एवं प्रवर्तयन् नाधर्मं समवाप्नोति न चाश्रेयश्च विन्दति. Mahabharatam. Exact reference I have to see whether Shanti Parva it may be. Here Mahabharatam clarifies. Yaha yasmin yatha pravartate, is he behaving in a respectable manner, or is he behaving just like a rowdy? Two kinds of people will be there. Tasmin evam pravartayan. You behave in the same fashion with him. Pay by the same coin, you say, no, something like that in English. Okay. That means if he is a sadhu, you go work with him, talk to him, do everything like a sadhu. If he behaves like a dharmarga, I mean, isn't it? Duratma, then pay him by the same coin. What about a dharma? Nadharman samavapnoti. You will not get any adharma. Nacha shreyascha vindati. Ashreyas means your development in life progress. Nothing will happen to your progress. So never allow anybody to disturb you unnecessarily. Since you have studied some knowledge from Vedas, some Puranas, or some Kaya, some Shastras, your buddhi will not go in that way, in that path. How come you disturb others or commit something that would hurt or, I mean, generate some sort of problem for them? No. Because Veda says, Mahimsyat sarva bhutani. Note down. Mahimsyat sarva bhutani. This is discussed in Purva Mimamsa. This is an example. Sarvani bhutani it should be, but Vedavakyam no. So sarva bhutani will do. Although there is some slight difference, Kanne bhi like. So one should not hurt any prani. That is the Shastra. Then Shastras would just elaborate this idea. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. Hurting is with three. Trikarana Shuddhi, that is what is called. Manasa, Vacha or Karmana, you are not going to hurt others. So you behave properly. But the other person, due to Asuya, Ishya, some sort of dvasha, whatever may be the reason, I give the example of a scorpion that bites a metal pot, water pot. She doesn't have anything to do with it. And by doing so, it's whatever kundi is there, that is going to be broken. A scorpion. But still it does. Why is it doing? It's a Svabhava. I explain Svabhava differently. Swa means Atma. Bhava means that is born along with that. When will it change? Once the Atma goes out of the body, then only it will change. That is called Svabhava. Svabhavo Dharatikramaha. Note down. Svabhavo Dharatikramaha. Although you teach and preach Vedas, Vedangas, Puranas, Kavyas, everything, he doesn't change. What Duryodhana said in this regard, I will tell you in the next class. So, Svabhavo Dharatikramaha. Difficult to just change a person. Okay, so you may ask if somebody is behaving with you like that. I shall give another example also having the same meaning. Then you just attack him, kill him. I ask my students whether you can commit a murder. Can you commit a murder, Sumitra? No? Sharma?
It depends. It depends again. After reading so much, it depends actually.
No, not reading. This has got nothing to do with reading. Outside, this is just before, when you are studying the Shastra. Outside, you are just a person to others.
Self-defense for sure.
Huh?
Self-defense or to protect someone, probably I may.
What is the section?
Self-defense or protecting someone.
No, self-defense.
Okay.
I was teaching law also because I argued my own cases and won in the court. I do not require a lawyer. Party in person, it is called technically. The judge will ask you, do you have an advocate or party in person? Then I said party in person. Okay, start argument. Someone cheated me by providing with a good name the doors with a good name, but they got some insects, etc. Anyway, then I took the case to a forum, consumer forum. I won the case. So what happens is under section 100, I told my students, especially girls, today you do not know your rights, you do not know Indian Penal Code. What is this? I asked them also whether they know how to prepare a bomb. See, not only Pāṇini, Vedas, Puranas, always Pāṇini. How come you do not know to prepare a bomb? Get some potassium chloride, some sulfur, some nails, some balls, a small gunny bag, etc., etc. Prepare a bomb. What is there? But it's so difficult. Pāṇini is understood. After all, those people who did not learn any Shastra, anything, they are preparing bombs. Can't you? If he prepares 20 bombs in 1 hour, I can prepare 100 bombs. See, these things are incompatible generally. If you learn Vedas, etc., and if you tilt your motorbike at 40 degrees and just go on zooming and brake suddenly, what is this? What happens is, you should know things. Whether you employ it or not, that's a different question. You should know. So, under 100, Indian Penal Code, if you kill somebody and tell in the court, sir, under 100 I killed him. Then the judge says, case is dismissed. As simple as that. So, senior advocates could not stand before me. They paid fine. When I said that, I said this, that person who sold me those, doctor labels. He put doctor labels on the doors, I said. The advocate doesn't have good English knowledge. He thought doctor means, I wrongly typed, decorated, it should be, it is not doctor. Doctor means wrongly cooked up. They are not correct. Then you say doctor. He doesn't know English. What can I do for that? Then he has written decorated labels. He has to give response now. Says, but where is it? Then I said, sir, I have written doctor labels. He misunderstood as decorated labels. What can I do? Language. Whichever language. Om Namo Pāṇini Gātyāya Vadanjali Shabda Vidya Sampradaya Vijaya Paramanam Vijaya